Twice. All right, it is 7 o'clock, so we will call the regular meeting of the Canaan Township Board to order for January 27th. We'll start with the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Jessica.
Present. Oh, I'm doing prayer.
Yeah.
Wrong thing. Dear Lord, thank you for bringing us here tonight. Let us make wise choices and let everyone get home safe after the meeting. Amen.
Amen. Nancy. Oh.
Nancy's not here, so I'll do it. Jim Alice here. Cy?
Here.
Henry? Here. Jessica?
Present.
Steve?
Here.
Todd?
Here.
David?
Here.
Okay, come on back. This is the most exercise you've had since your heart thing.
Yep.
So, all right. We need a motion to approve the agenda.
I make motion.
Whoa, hang on.
Okay. Motion to approve. I want to make a motion to remove item L4,
L4.
the Villages of Silver Lake Special Assessment District.
Okay.
We're not ready. I got hit with some unknown
Right. That email.
things today.
Okay. That's
So
fine.
we'll
So
that another
with so you want to make a motion to approve the agenda with the removal of L4.
correct. Support.
It's been moved and supported. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right. Next up, this is not a normal agenda, but after last meeting, Henry called me, and so Henry wanted to put on here a motion for reconsideration, right, Henry, on the Bella Woods issue.
Now,
Go
I
ahead.
don't know the right verbiage of all this stuff.
Okay, go ahead.
I would like to change my vote on that.
Okay. So
I don't know how to do it.
well, we'll figure that out because we do know. So you voted not to approve the ordinance.
Right.
And you want to change your vote.
Right.
Okay, so after you indicated to me that you wanted this on the agenda, I assumed that's what this was about. So I have a suggestion. The Planning Commission already had a public hearing on this, right?
Correct.
But if Henry's wants to reconsider his vote, which means you voted no to rezone, right? Or to
Yep.
adopt the ordinance, rezoning the ordinance, right?
Right.
Okay. What I suggest is, because I intend to vote the way I did, but I don't think it would make sense to re-vote on the change of the ordinance tonight, because Henry had done some thinking, and Todd, you had indicated you wanted to do some thinking on it. So what I thought we would do, in the interest of complete transparency, is if this vote goes this way, what I suggest we do is have another public hearing in front of us, so that the public can come in and tell us why they want us to do one way or the other, right? And so Jim, you could take care of the notice.
Yep.
Notice out.
Yep.
I think we got to do 15 days notice, so it wouldn't be the first meeting in September, but it would be the second one, right?
February. Yep.
I'm sorry, February. So that's my thought on it.
Yep. I
Right.
can do that.
Is that okay? So Henry, do you want to make a motion that first of all we reconsider? Well, do this. If that's what you want, do a motion that we rescind the decision that we made the last time, right?
Yep.
And we'll vote on that. We'll do a roll call on that. And then we won't take any action until the second meeting in February. And Jim, you'll set that up, notice it out right?
Yep.
Is that okay with your motion?
That sounds great.
Just
All
to
I would
clarify
like
for
to
those that are maybe listening at home that are confused, this vote just takes us back to square one. So essentially,
Yeah.
this vote will take us to align ourselves with the Planning Commission decision. And then at a future time after a public hearing, then we'd reassess.
What we're going to do is we are going to have a public hearing in the second meeting in February. And then if we are ready as a board, we will then vote whether or not then to approve, whether to adopt, whether to change the ordinance or not.
We're correct.
Right? That's but
Yep.
then we can take our time and gather the information. I don't want it to sit too long, but
Yeah. Personally, I support an open forum, having the
I do
public.
too.
I think that's a good idea.
That's what we do. So
Yep.
even though they've had one, I think it would be beneficial to us to have a public hearing.
Yep.
Right? You okay with that, Henry?
Sounds great.
Is there support for that motion?
I'll support that.
Nancy? Oh, you're here. Okay, good. I thought Jim was going to have to run over there.
Yes.
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 Okay, good. So along these lines, I just wanted to let people know that we had talked, and you said one of the things you want to see is an extension of the township trail, the paved trail.
Yeah.
Because the property this Bella Woods is on, that was where it was originally supposed to go.
Yeah, just a little context on that. So, 25 plus years ago, when we laid out the original Cannon Trail, the vision we had was to run it through the Valley Truck property or Jack Goodall's property. At the time, Jack said he wasn't sure how it was going to be developed, and so therefore he was not willing to let us put a trail through there to encumber any developments. But as a rec committee, we've often thought that that would be a perfect place for a trail to come from the Cannon Trail, come
Paved.
through that property, paved,
Mhm.
and then hook up to the south end of the township area here.
So Todd explained that to me last time, and so I called Mick McGraw and Mike McGraw, and they're willing to consider that extension. We would have to, I think, pay for it from where it is now to their property, which goes, I think, through.
Somerset.
So we'd have to get an easement from them. I think that's open space, though.
It is.
Yeah, and then we would get it from his property to the township trail. You want to put a cemetery over there? I think we could put this all
Yep.
together, right? Okay. Did we vote yet? No, we didn't.
Nope.
Oh, we did
Yeah,
vote.
we did vote.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what we'll do, that's what we'll do. Jim and Nancy, you can make sure that we get the notice out for public hearing, right? Right? And then we will put this on the agenda for the public hearing and then a vote on whether to rezone or not
On or about February 24th. or
on
whatever.
February 12th.
Yeah, Henry made the motion.
And we've already voted, right?
And Jim seconded it, and
Perfect.
everybody voted yes.
Excellent. Well, now the reason we had to do that was because we had to do that before we approved the minutes because of the decision we made. So, with subject to F that we reconsidered that, we can have now a motion to approve the minutes.
I move with the item. So move. Yeah.
Yeah, with L. Yeah, the minutes.
Second.
You're right. The minutes. Yeah, perfect. Been moved and supported. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, next we have approval of bills, general fund.
Make a motion. We approve the bills.
Well, let me read them first, just for the record.
Okay.
So we have general fund 18,996 through 19,016 with EFT 806 through 812. That's your motion to approve
So-
those. Support?
Support.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed. Next up is to receive reports. What we have on this agenda is the fire department response breakdown for 2024. Chief, you want to make any comment on that, or is it pretty self-explanatory?
It's pretty well self-explanatory. You can see, as always, the medical rescue is the highest run.
Right.
Fires was one of the lower ones.
For those of you who don't know what he's talking about, he gave us a graph that showed. You can come up and look at it after the meeting if you'd like.
So no comments on that. Public comment. It says related only to agenda items, but anybody that has anything to say, come on up. Is her
Oh,
thing on?
is that?
Rita Proctor, 7860 Silver Hills Drive. I just had a quick question in regards to either rescinding a previous vote or I guess just changing it in general. Is there, I didn't see in the note from the attorney, is there a specific time limit in which you have to do that? Or is it at any point in time in the future, if you wanted to change, you could?
No, what we did, the and I shared the letter from the attorney because I think that it wasn't really attorney-client privilege. I thought the public should know what the options are here. He said we could revote tonight, and well, with the board just agreed. We're going to give us almost it's a month, right?
Yeah.
Second meeting in February. Everybody can do whatever they want with their investigation, given what I've already said I was able to get out of the developer so far, but that's how we're going to go with another public hearing.
Yeah, I was just curious, like more broadly outside of just this decision specifically, if there was a time limit in which you could change your vote. So no,
Yes,
6
there
months
is.
down the line. If you,
Well, yeah, that's a good question. The reason we did the motion to reconsider when we did and this was all what the attorney said to do was once you approve the minutes, then that's the decision. But since we reconsidered it before we approved the minutes, it's beneficial in the long run to the township.
okay, thank you. I was just curious.
Sure, no, that's fine.
We can leave
Leave
it
it on.
Yeah.
Tim
Okay.
will shut it off.
Who's next? Anybody have anything? Come on up. Oh, Dale.
Yes, I'm Dale Mulder, 82035 5 Mile, and I had sent you an email
You did.
about this development that we've been discussing, and after meeting with you and meeting with the zoning administrator Ed, I would like to change my mind on that.
Okay,
I
because you were on the we included your
Yeah, down there, but
yeah.
save us.
Well, we had a long talk
We did.
and it was good.
Yes, it makes a lot of sense to me to put most of the development close to Belding Road, connected to sewer. That sounds like a very good idea.
Yeah, and just so people right, and we talked about that. But like we talked about too, the developer has come in and said, he wants to do site condo and not a PUD. And I get that the planning commission has a lot more control over a PUD. So my view is either they will file suit against us or we work something out now that kind of it comes as close to the master plan as we can. And that's what we talked about.
Yes,
Good.
exactly.
Well, come back anytime.
All right.
I like to hear supporting people, but we don't get that always. So that's okay. Who's next? Anybody at all? No, nobody? All right. Next up is pending business. My understanding from our attorney is like I talked about last time, we had an agreement. There were some, I think. Oh, do you have anything to add on that, Carla? Are we getting close to signing that? Oh, okay. Well, wow. We're good.
Carla, we need you to come up.
Yeah, we can't hear. No, we just can't hear you from back there.
I think there was a mention last time in the board meeting or it was an email sent by the township's attorney stating that we were this close. And I'm like, I hadn't seen anything yet.
Oh, well.
I just got something on Thursday
From your attorney or whatever? Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, so I wanted the final agreement by today, and the attorney for the other side had a couple of tweaks that were apparently very minor. We'll find out, which I think went to Gerald. Is it?
could be Gerald.
Huh?
Yeah. Gerald.
Yeah.
Our attorney, Gerald.
Your attorney.
Mhm.
Right. So right.
I've not seen that yet. So,
You might want to give him a call
okay.
because.
I know he's busy, but yeah,
No.
this is important. We want to get it done.
Yeah, because the email I got, because I had the agreement, but not one that was signed. And I said, I'm not going to present it to the board to vote on until it's signed and done. And then I got an email from Todd Hendricks, the attorney for BLI, and he said, I had these minor changes. So that's okay. It's going to come before us when it does, but not until it's done.
Yeah. And and so I haven't seen those minor changes yet.
Okay.
I've not seen them.
Well, tell him we talked about it. Right? Good. Okay, who's next? Anybody at all? Anybody? No? All right. Chief, you want a new truck?
Yeah, we're proposing our general rotation of truck replacement. Brush number 7 is our next one that is up for replacement, and that is also the township plow truck.
Yep.
Does the snow plowing, and
Right.
so we got bids from Ed Cole Ford in Greenville and Tony Benton Ford in Plainfield Avenue, and Tony Benton Ford came in low at 61,123. We have we're purchasing Fords due to the fact that our equipment that we transfer over has been custom built to fit
Right.
the Fords better than any other ones out there right now. So our proposal is asking permission to buy a 2025 F-350 4x4 regular cab for the price of 61,123.
So is there a motion?
You want to?
I make that a motion.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and supported. All those in favor say aye.
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 Go get the truck, right?
Put it on order. You know.
Whatever. Man. All right. The rest of this is the Jim Alice show, I think. So
Sorry about that. A lot of
that's
paper
okay. No, it's fine.
this week. First one
Tell
is,
us about property and liability insurance.
okay. Our annual property and liability insurance is coming due, and the quote for this year is $22,615 plus $200 fee to join the co-op, which is only $745 less than that last year.
Oh.
So it's an increase of 1% or 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I make a motion we approve the MML Michigan Municipal League insurance for
Can I ask,
liability.
can I ask a question, or you want to wait to get?
Wait till there's support. Is there support for the motion? All right, go ahead.
So you're saying this is $745 more this year, but I read a little farther and it says we've got a credit coming back for $1,767.
We get
Is that correct?
Yeah, we get a credit every year. Last year's credit was like $2,200.
Okay.
So our credit is based on everybody in the Michigan Municipal League because it's a co-op. Whatever money they have left over is divided up by the size of the community.
Okay. The net effect though is our insurance is going down $1,000 this year. Is that what I'm seeing?
Well, it went down 2,000 from that number that's there. So it's actually it's not going down as much, but it's going down.
But it's less than last year because it's going up 745 and we're getting a credit back for 17.
But last year we had the 25, whatever, or 21, whatever that number was.
Right here. 21,872.
Right, and we got a $2,000 rebate on that,
Okay.
so it was like 19
Oh, now
something.
okay. Now I'm with you. I see what you're saying.
So rebate to rebate, we're actually going up a little bit.
A little bit. But for insurance, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Normally
Less
insurance
than-
jumps a lot.
yeah.
Yeah, we have about $14 million worth of stuff in Cannon Township that's insured for that. Our
Yeah.
building and all of our lift stations.
Right.
The
Oh, right.
Canonsburg Museum and the fire station.
Mhm.
All of our real property.
So you ready?
Yep.
I'm ready.
It's
Can I
been
ask-
moved and supported. All those in favor of accepting the property and liability insurance mentioned by Jim, say aye.
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 All opposed? All right, facilities.
Oh, can I just
Okay.
ask one question about
Yep.
that one?
Yeah.
Why do we need the host liquor liability?
Where do we?
The host liquor liability? Because we don't even have a place for people we allow to bring alcohol. I was just curious why we have that one on there.
It's just one of the things that's automatically.
You don't pay extra for that.
It's
Oh,
no extra
okay.
for it. It's just
That's part of their general liability policy.
Okay. Thank you.
in the packet was a list of the projects that the committee, the facilities committee, has worked on and implemented during this last year. There are 25 projects on the list, and I was kind of amazed when we started putting it together that we did a lot of work this year.
We get a lot done.
Yeah.
Is that
Any-
is that in the packet?
Yeah, that's not
You don't need.
nothing we have to vote on. It's just
You don't want a
information.
motion saying how
No.
great you are.
No, we're
Okay.
perfect, but
Because we can do that.
well, yeah. It's,
I'm so good at what I
it's
do.
Todd and Jim too, so it's not just Jim,
You guys want
just me.
That's all right. All right, that it?
Yep.
Well, thank you so much. Plumbers cleanup another 3-year contract, right?
Right.
This is for the cleanup thing, right?
Our cannon cleanup, yes. We had a 3-year contract with plumbers that expired last year. They brought in a new contract that was a 25% increase, and I told them no. So they came back with a new contract. It's a 5% increase. So it's $210 for each dumpster that they bring and take out, and then $70 a ton on top of that, plus $220 a day for the men or the workers. Last year it was $265, and I think it was $190 for the workers. So they're adding an extra worker this year for $30.
Oh, that's fine. And this is going to be down at the ski area again.
Correct. They've agreed.
I don't
to do it,
know.
so
Anybody want to make a motion? Gives that a motion?
that is a motion.
Support?
Support.
It's been moved and supported to accept the plumber's contract. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Let me know if I have to sign the contract or
Okay.
whatever.
It's right here.
So,
Yeah.
question on that: going forward, we're going to have it down at Canonsburg Ski Area as long as
Correct.
they allow us to do that. Okay, good.
The
That really-
plumbers actually liked it better at Cannonsburg.
Yeah.
Because we have a bunch of people in Cannon Township that are not very good at backing up their trailers,
I'm one.
and it's really
I got one eye though.
it's really hard on this facility
Yeah.
to back the trailers in, and down there they can
Well,
just
what
drive
about
up
the
alongside of them and
Nice.
throw it and drive off. So they love that facility.
Oh no, it worked. It
The
worked
big, the
really
big
well.
thing I noticed is we have this really new asphalt all around the building now that
Yeah,
gets tore up when we drop dumpsters on
What
it.
we
so that's nice.
save is worth it.
correct.
All right. All right, Jim. You
And
you want us to approve the meeting dates?
Yes, the last item, we have to approve the meeting dates for 2025-26 fiscal year, starting April 14th and ending on March 23rd of 26. So I'll make a motion, we approve the regular meeting dates, and they will be published after we approve it.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and supported. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right. Correspondence, Dale. We talked about you in our. All right. Committee reports. Anybody?
We have a planning commission meeting in February. I think it's the 12th.
All right. Cool. Anybody else?
I have two items. From the cemetery, we talked about the new cemetery that we're looking at putting in over here on our property, and I got a proposal from Brian and Newhoff to put together the conceptual layout and a request for proposal so that we can get it out for quotes. And it's in two phases. The property is 5 acres that we want to use, but the front 2 acres, we can put about 400 new graves there, along with about 400 or 500 cremation graves. So that'll take us about 10 years down the road. And then the second phase is in the back. That's adding about 1,500 more spaces and about 2,000 more
On the 5 acres?
on the 5 acres. So to do phase one, Brandon Newhoff submitted a quote of 36,500, and I'm moving that we approve that amount to do the phase one RFP and conceptual layout.
And that's the engineering for it.
Correct.
And that'll do all the engineering.
Correct.
Okay. Well, there's a motion. Is there support?
Support.
It's been moved and supported to. Is this in the cemetery budget?
I couldn't find the budget. David gave it to me, and it was on my desk, and I apologize, I couldn't find it. But I believe there's about that much left in the budget.
Would you accept a friendly amendment to your or to your motion that says as long as it's in the budget?
Okay, I would
Is that
accept
okay?
Yep.
All right. Is that okay with who
Yeah.
supported it? Henry?
Yes.
You okay with that?
Yeah, definitely.
Hey,
I don't
gotta-
have that tonight, but
Hey,
Well, it'll be fine.
Yep.
All those in favor say aye.
Before we go, can I ask a question? So you're asking for engineering just on the front part or the whole
correct.
thing?
Just phase one.
Just phase one, both in the north of the cell tower.
Well, it would be east and south of the cell tower. I don't think there's anything. Just the driveway would come in there and then curl around.
Okay.
I'm
I
not
thought
exactly sure.
I saw the maps that all that land north of the cell tower was all cemetery also.
Oh, that may be. I couldn't find a cell tower on the map. I didn't know where it was. So.
Okay.
But that's 36.5. Phase 2 then for the back is another 31,900. So.
All right.
Well, we're also going to rely on you to just confirm.
Right.
And if we have to do a budget amendment, that's not the end.
Well, Jim, quick question.
Because we want to get that done.
Jim, is
Yep.
that we're talking the 25-26 budget? Not are you-
Next year,
Yeah.
Yes.
after April.
Yeah, we have.
Okay.
Yeah, we haven't put the budget totally together yet. So.
Well, we won't need to do an amendment. Then we just kind of.
It depends on what else he wants to do.
Yeah.
That is true.
Okay. Did we vote?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Are you done?
I'm done.
All right. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
I
Okay. Opposed? All right.
have one more item.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
During all this cold weather, the room is quite comfortable tonight. But
It is.
last week it was what 62, 63 degrees in here.
At our last meeting?
No, during the week.
Oh, during the week.
When it got down to 2 below zero, and so we had a furnace guy look at it. There are spaces for 28 heating fins. Only 14 of them have the fins. The rest of them is just a pipe going through. That's enough heat to heat half this space. It needs the other 14 fins.
So why don't we get the new fins?
Well, and that's the proposal from, I didn't know if we wanted to do a quote. I got a proposal from Blakesley Plumbing for $4,498 to add those 14 fins. And it's within the 5,000. I could have done it, but I wanted to bring it to the board.
Well, does anybody have a problem if Jim gets these fins? Anybody have a problem with that?
No.
Go get the fins.
Okay. We'll do it then. Thank you.
What else?
That's all I've got.
No, you can't be done. That's okay. All right. So that's it with committee reports. Cy, do you have anything?
No.
Todd?
I'll just give a quick shout out to Mary Scherzer. We've had a project for a long time that we have easements in our township for potential trails and so forth, and it's kind of a nightmare sorting them all out. So Mary took and spent a lot of hours sorting all that out. So thank you. I appreciate
Thank you.
your help there.
Excellent. Jim?
And speaking of Mary, she brought to us the potential of putting a solar system in. And we have got
Solar panels.
solar
We're
panels.
not going to do our own solar system.
No. We got the information back from the engineer,
Yeah.
sent it to county sent it out for bid. I've had, I think I'm doing 4 walkthroughs this week
Really?
of companies that are interested in doing it. So they want to see, what the facility looks like, where they're going to put the panels, where the electric box is.
Okay.
So they just want to walk through before they submit the bid to make sure. Several questions on, is it a prevailing wage job? But seeing how we're not doing any grant money from the state or federal government, it doesn't have to be prevailing wage. So I think there was maybe 1 or 2 other questions I can't remember.
Have we just are we at some point going to decide if we want to put this whole array back in that open space?
Right. Once the quotes come in, we know we don't want it on the roof
Because of the way it's made.
because of the way a round roof and all facing the wrong direction. So yeah, once we get the quotes back, we'll see if what the numbers look like. If it's a $500,000 or $1 million, and what the payback is. We don't
Plus, you're going to find out if that's where it would go.
right. If that's the
And
best.
how many
place.
trees would potentially have.
Correct. So that's all in the
Perfect.
part of the RFP.
All right.
And
So
Jim, you're kind of
What else do
thinking
you have?
about,
What?
we're thinking about both projects together too. Like when we talk about the cemetery and the solar,
No,
they'll kind of
they're
work together.
totally separate.
But they'll work together for like the layout though. Like,
Oh yeah, we'll
be
put it in the
thinking,
master.
like,
Yep.
is there a way we can encapsulate like cremation ashes into solar panels or something? I don't know. Just
Solar panels in the cemetery. Maybe we could
So
shield the graves.
what are we?
Jim, one more question for you. Do you plan on having lights in the cemetery?
Pardon?
What?
Will there be lights in the cemetery, in the new cemetery?
Lights? No,
No?
we haven't in any of our other ones, so I don't know why we do this one.
Just over my.
They close at dusk, so
I've heard.
there'll be a
What?
There'll be a eternal flame at your grave.
Yeah. Okay, that's right. Yeah, it's where people bring in their garbage. All right. Who else? David, anything?
Yeah. Jim and I, we've been going back and forth on the budget. So we're,
Did you get our number?
I did.
Good.
I did. Yep. Excellent. And then, so with the budget, like I said, we've been going back and forth, and we're pretty close to having it. We have one more piece of information coming from Jim, and then once that happens, we'll send it to you, and all the board members, trustees will go through it and pick it apart and see where we want to go with it.
Perfect.
One other thing.
Yes.
Saturday night was the Rockford's Got Talent, and it was
already.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was.
I didn't go.
I'm gonna tell
It
you.
was. I was already.
Yeah.
I thought it was February.
No.
Oh, nobody told me.
David told you like 12 times this year when it was.
Okay.
Stephanie's not here. Okay.
Okay. So Stephanie's not here.
Oh,
Start having her come to the meetings. But anyway, let me just say one thing. It was outstanding. I don't know if you want to look at it, you can go on YouTube. Rockford's Got Talent 20.
Who won?
Mary Solo. I think she's a high school girl, and she won. There was approximately $5,300 bid on contestants.
Yes.
The library gets half of that.
Right.
She walks home with about, say, $2,500.
So it's not half.
Almost half.
Okay. Good.
Okay.
It's all right.
Did I hear she won the popular vote and the judge vote?
She did.
Both?
Did she won both?
Yeah, she won both.
Did. She
Wow.
did.
Yeah.
What
And
did she do?
She sang a song that she wrote herself. It
Well,
was,
good for
it was
her.
beautiful.
Aw.
Now, there was an 8-year-old that sang Dolly Parton's song 9 to 5.
Oh yeah.
She finished second.
Really?
Yeah, and this girl had stage presence. Go online and look at it. It's worth it.
I missed.
She had stage presence that was like
She was awesome.
like a
Did you go?
grown up,
No.
better than any grown up.
YouTube.
Like a grown up would have. It was phenomenal. So next year we're gonna have another one, and please, if you can attend. It's 2.5 hours approximately, and it's a good night in.
It was already
It
happened.
was already.
God darn it. All right. What do you have, Jessica?
I got a really nice text that I wanted to share. Hi, is there someone that I can thank at Cannon Township for plowing the Cannon Trail? It has been, in all capitalized letters,
The answer is Jim.
amazing. Having it done so early and frequently.
Perfect.
So nice work.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if it was facilities or Parks and Rec, so
Well,
I guess you're both.
Was it signed "I'm not Jim"?
This was not from Jim. This was from a friend. Promise.
in the past, it's been my son and I that plowed it.
No.
And this year
Yeah.
we hired Blake.
Blake.
And
He's doing really well.
He's doing a really nice job.
No, he was. Yeah.
And that
Well,
rotating
that's always
brush
nice to hear.
that we bought. Remember that rotating brush we bought this summer?
Yeah. Yes.
That's a
That
game
is
changer.
incredible. I
That-
watched it.
That has done a tremendous job on the trail.
Thank
I
you for
watched
that.
it as it went down doing
That
it.
makes you feel good, right? Good. What do you have, Henry?
Nothing.
I don't either. What? Did I not do that?
no, we pulled that from the,
Oh, he put that off.
yeah, we pulled that
For-
from the agenda.
God. Okay.
Scared you, right?
It did. Because I hate. Yeah. All right.
So can I elaborate quick on the plowing? Well, we got all this time tonight.
Why
We're getting
not?
done early.
Well, yeah. 'Cause
So,
that's like 10.
Just wanted to mention it for anybody that's curious on the trails. So when we first laid out the trail many, many, many years ago, we decided to not plow it in the idea in mind of cross-country skiers might use it. As many of you probably walk it, I do. I walk it frequently in the wintertime. Only very few times I've seen cross-country ski trails on it. So Joe Gavin, a few years ago, decided to start plowing it, but his idea was to maybe plow it down to 1 inch from the surface. But what that did is it would freeze and thaw and make it into an ice rink, and then it would get all uneven where people's feet were walking on it, whatever. So this year we decided to go ahead and plow it all the way down to the surface, and it's made a difference because that black asphalt, it just a little bit of solar gain and it melts any ice or snow that's on it and works great. So that's the backstory on it.
I was on it this Saturday
Good.
with my dog, and we went down a mile, and I thought, I'll just walk home. Then I thought I'd have to have Amber come take me to get my car. And it was just a pain. So we decided to cut off the trail. And we went through the woods where there are no trails.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And
tough.
I got lost. No, so I went down 20 minutes, and it took me an hour and a half to get back to the township. because I wasn't smart enough to pull my phone out to find out where I am. Yeah, no, I was out there. I was thinking twice, I'm gonna just lay down and take a nap. So, I'm not kidding. Oh, you really? That's what you're thinking about? Okay. All right, what else? What do we, board, oh, what?
We're in the public.
So who has anything else? Anything? Nobody? Nothing?
Having too much fun, folks.
We are. We act like, yeah, okay. All right, that's it. So we're adjourned. Thanks. So I have to tell you something.
Just a minute. Did you